Hello everyone and welcome to the prelims mentoring series. Today we are going to talk about a strategy that is going to be a game changer in your entire performance during your actual UPSC prelims examination. This is not something new. You may have heard it multiple times that one thing that you must incorporate during your preparation is that you have to do the previous year questions. Now there are a lot of questions that come up that okay, I am not as prepared, I have not revised everything, I do not remember everything, I have not completed my syllabus, I don't recognize which topics are these previous year questions coming from. Are these questions even relevant? They have been asked in the previous years, they may be related to things that were relevant at that point of time, and so many other questions. However, no matter what your mindset is currently, I can tell you that this is the smartest addition to your preparation at this point of time. The real UPSC prelims examination is not just about knowledge, it is how do you apply that knowledge under high pressure situation of the prelims examination. And there is no better way to do that other than the previous year questions themselves. So today's video is basically going to cover how we take care of doing these previous year questions step by step. So first and foremost, let's understand that why these PYQs are the most important and the most practical tool that you have at your disposal. Previous year questions are the real questions that have been asked in the UPSC examination, and there is absolutely nothing more relevant than these questions. These questions don't just reveal the patterns that are there, they reveal the focus of the UPSC, they reveal logics, style of framing statements, and the mindset of UPSC at that point of time. There are very good test series in the market these days. Many coachings are doing very well in terms of making good question papers. However, a test series question paper can never replace the value that a real UPSC previous year question paper has for you. They have completely different roles. We will take up the importance of the test series question and how to deal with them in the coming days. However, today we are focusing on how to do the most important thing, that is incorporation of the previous year questions in your preparation. Some of you who may have taken the UPSC prelims examination earlier may have realized that after the entire preparation that you have done, still about 70% of the paper seems to be very new, fresh, and unrecognizable when you actually go for the examination. UPSC deliberately creates these papers to be unfamiliar. Even with the best of the best preparation, and even the toppers would realize many questions at that point of time were unrecognizable. So first and foremost is to understand the unrecognizability as an intention of UPSC. Solving the previous year questions on a regular basis will create a mindset that is appropriate for such papers. Now let's come to this, that if we know that previous year questions are important and we hear it almost all the time, so how do we actually do these questions, assuming that a lot of times many other factors are involved, like syllabus isn't complete, many of them look unrecognizable, and many of them look like they were relevant for the previous years. So here's my strategy. Do 15 questions every day, out of which 10 questions will be of the GS paper and 5 questions of the CSAT paper. Fix a time slot of about 1 hour for this entire process to happen. The approach to the questions would be, take one question at a time. Once you see that particular question, you will realize either that question will be looking familiar or that question will be looking unrecognizable. There is a different approach in both the cases. In case the question looks familiar, that means you may have read it in your static or your current affairs, or you may have heard about that topic. However, you currently may or may not remember it. So if it happens that you're not 100% sure, focus on maximum recall. Try, if you can, think about the associated topics and retrieve that knowledge in that moment. Analyze the framing of the question. There would always be certain hints that can actually take you to the right answer. And trust your logical reasoning at this point of time. Combining all of these skills, try to answer the question. Now coming to the questions that will be looking absolutely unrecognizable, which will happen more often than not. Never skip this question. In case you don't recognize the topic, in case you don't understand the question, stay with the question for a while. Try to observe and break down the question to the maximum possible extent. Each word in this question becomes very important for you. Identify the style of framing these questions. Identify the hints that are involved. Identify the statements and their meanings. Try to identify the relevance of this question and try to make some sort of logical connections in these things, and then attempt this question. So now in either of these cases, once you have attempted the question, what you need to do is have a post-attempt analysis. You need to identify what were those things that help you in answering these questions. Was it knowledge? Was it logic? Was it elimination? In case you have noticed certain things that have helped you which you had not known earlier, try to note them down in a separate note. These takeaways will help you a lot in terms of your final revision before going for your prelims examination. The next thing that you need to do is to strengthen your knowledge. Try to see the topic that you have been asked the question from. Try to enhance your knowledge on that topic and learn the concept in detail. You must also focus on all the options that were given in this question and try to increase your knowledge on all of them. If you have personal notes on that topic, try to add to those notes if you found any new information. If it's completely new, try to research it immediately, maybe from ChatGPT or maybe from Google, and try to then incorporate them in your notes. Track your mistakes in case you're doing any frequent mistakes so that you can work on them and negate them in the coming days. So now that we know what to do, we are going to bust certain myths that are there about the previous year questions. First, should I complete my syllabus before starting PYQs? Not at all. It's 80 days for your prelims examination from now. You should start today. Even if you see this video many days later, if it is 40 days left, 30 days left, still this day to start your previous year questions is today. If your preparation is not yet complete, these previous year questions will also guide you in terms of what is the focus of UPSC in terms of the topics that are being asked, in terms of what in those topics is expected from you. If you wait till your entire syllabus is over, there are two challenges that may arise. One, you may never be satisfied with your preparation and may never have the feeling that my syllabus is entirely complete. Second, you will also lose the opportunity of changing and altering your perception in terms of these questions. And third, you will also lose the opportunity of finding the question paper very relatable and familiar when you go and sit for your actual examination. Myth number 2, PYQs only help in factual recall. PYQs definitely help in factual recall. However, they help in many other things like pattern recognition, focus recognition, elimination techniques, UPSC's unique way of framing statements, and so on and so forth. Myth number 3, if I solve all PYQs, I may not get any question repeated in the UPSC exam. This is not true. Many a times it has been observed that exactly the same question has been repeated in UPSC, or certain times the options that were there in the previous year UPSC questions have been repeated in the other questions that have come up. Myth number 4, I don't need to analyze the questions, I just need to memorize the answers. That's absolutely not true. Once you actually sit for the analysis, that is when the actual benefit of doing these will accrue. Myth number 5, PYQs are outdated and UPSC asks very new questions now. It is certainly possible that every year the way the UPSC is asking questions many a times changes. The difficulty level either rises or changes or decreases. However, what remains the same is the themes that are being the focus of UPSC. If you do a set of 10 years of question papers, your preparation will definitely be strengthened. So now let's talk about the approach that you have to have for solving the previous year questions of CSAT. The benefit of solving the previous year questions of CSAT are many folds. Two of the most important things are, one, that the strategy for solving these questions will be familiar to you when you sit for your final examination, and that will save you a lot of time. The most crucial thing in the CSAT paper is the timing, and in case you're able to utilize the time to the best of your capacity, your performance will definitely get enhanced. Second, when you're familiar with the previous year questions of CSAT, you would know which questions to choose and which questions to leave. The CSAT question paper is a 80 question paper, and at the point of time when you're sitting for your examination, you're definitely not meant to attempt 80 questions. You have to pick and choose the questions which you can do in a period of 2 hours and which will have highest probability of going correct. Then you have to attempt that paper. Both of these things get enhanced if you're looking at previous year question papers on a daily basis. So for CSAT, first thing you have to do is to understand the category that you do best. Once you're done with category selection, you have to go for the questions that have higher probability of going correct. So the easy questions have to be attempted first. And third is time blocking. You have to go as per time during your CSAT paper and then pick and choose in a manner that you improve your efficiency and performance. So now I'll be taking up certain questions that have previously been asked to me, which are very common, and you also may be having them at this point of time. How many previous year questions should I be solving? You should try to solve 10 years of previous year questions. If not possible, minimum of 3 years of GS test papers is necessary and would be highly linked to the paper that will come this year. On the other hand, if you can do 5 years of test papers of CSAT, this would almost be full-fledged preparation for CSAT. However, if you're unable to do, then at least 2 years of CSAT papers. Should I cover previous year questions before or after completing my syllabus? You have to start your previous year question papers as soon as possible. That is going to strengthen your preparation as well and your performance. Completion of syllabus is definitely not a precursor for starting the PYQs. Another question that is very common is, where can I find previous year questions? The UPSC official website has the question papers that are downloadable. You can use them. There are standard books that give you topic-wise questions, year-wise questions and their answers. You can do those. Many coaching institutes also provide a lot of good material in this, so you can go for whichever one you like. And lastly, we are also providing a UPSC previous year question test series wherein you can join that, and as per your comfort you can keep attempting those questions as and when you get time. It'll be there in your mobile phone. The test series will be open the day you join it, and once you have to attempt it, you can open the particular year, attempt certain number of questions, and then keep seeing the answers as you progress. I would encourage you to utilize time in case you're traveling, in case you're relaxing, or any such time wherein you can comfortably sit and look at these papers. So the next question is, what if I don't understand the PYQs? It's absolutely fine to feel overwhelmed and feel that this is unfamiliar. However, that is the intention of the paper. So you have to first of all accept that it may appear to be unfamiliar. Still sit with those questions. Try to increase your knowledge, try to understand the patterns, and try to further research on those topics. Should I write full-fledged notes for the PYQs? No, you should not. You should never do duplication of effort. In case the topic is already available in certain note of yours, try to only add those aspects that are not there in your notes yet, and keep strengthening the notes that you already have. So here is the 14-day target that I'm giving you, and I wish that you people actually follow through. First 7 days, sit with 5 questions of GS and 2 questions of CSAT every single day, and try to not look at the time and just try to solve them to the best of your capacity, utilizing all the inputs that I have given today. Once you're done with a 7-day streak every single day, on the 8th day, sit with a timer wherein you should be giving roughly 1.5 minutes to a GS question and almost 2 minutes to your CSAT questions. Sit with a timer. You're coming closer to your examination. The more you do this, the more you'll benefit. So start today, complete and cover as many questions as you can. No matter how many questions you do, no matter which day you see this video, and no matter when you start, every single day will add to your preparation in the best possible manner. So go ahead, start your previous year question practice today. If you have any other questions that you want that we should answer for you, please write them in the comments. Also, do let us know that how practicing these previous year questions is affecting your preparation. All the best for your examination.